Terisa Siagatonu. Oh, there are a lot of y'all. What's up, San Francisco? Talo Falava, good afternoon. What's up, Bay Area? I got a question for you. If you woke up like me, hella hyped to be here at the 2019 Women's March, make some noise. Believe that we can make so much more noise than that, family. I said if you woke up fired up as hell to march for justice at the 2019 Women's March, make some noise! Family, when I say women, y'all say power. Women! Power! Women! Power! When I say we will, y'all say fight. We will. Fight. We will. Fight. When I say we will, y'all say resist. We will. Resist. We will. Resist. When I say we will, y'all say win. We will. Win. We will. Win. We will. Win. Make some noise. Family, I stand here as a child of immigrant parents from the island of Samoa. Someone who was born and raised in this city, Frisco, California, from the North Beach Projects, or what used to be the North Beach Projects, to up the street in Fillmore, to Hunter's Point. My years spent not only as a touring poet and a teaching artist in the Bay, but as a community organizer as well, has taught me that I am not here today just in protest of a president. I do not even say his name, family. That is not how I choose to spend my power with you all. And I am not marching today despite our differences, sisters and family. I am marching because of them. And I invite, and my brothers, and I invite the tension, and I invite the discomfort, the same way I invite our collective joy. We did not come because we thought this march would be comfortable. We came because we know discomfort will not kill us. Other things may aim and target us, family, but not this united front. I came to stay focused and to get free with all of you. And there's nothing that exists in our society right now that brings us closer to freedom quite like art does. We artists. Make some noise if you're an artist in this crowd. We artists know that we have a unique responsibility to translate that which we cannot quite articulate all the time. We use art to heal, but most of all, we also use art to resist. With that said, I share this poem with you all today that I wrote for this moment, with the spirit of every one of my ancestors guiding my words. I love you, sisters, and I love you, allies. I need you, I got you, and I truly, truly fucking believe that we will win. Today, I laid out every piece of me onto the tabletop of this poem, and I remind myself that my first generation, queer, Samoan, woman of color body fights its way up for air, surviving every day knowing I was not supposed to survive at all. I am not supposed to be on this stage. I am not supposed to be this loud, to be this brown, this queer. How dare a queer, brown, Asian Pacific Islander woman from the Bay be so bold at the mouth of a mic? How dare a queer, brown, how dare a queer, brown Samoan woman not crumple up her courage? How dare I not explain myself for being so articulate? How dare I be more than my exotic stereotypes? How dare I be a queer, brown Samoan woman of color and expect better from her white sisters and male allies? How dare I use my voice? How my voice to turn up the volume on this country's history. And yet they say, sisters, that we overreact. They say, get over it already. They say, stop trying to be divisive. They say, stop playing the race card again. They say, boys will be boys. They say, prove it. We prove it. And they say, I don't believe you. We scream. And they say, hey, keep it down. They say, shut up, girl, and know your place. Know your place. Know your place. And that's when I remember, y'all, that they know what happens when a woman doesn't do what they want her to do. When a woman unburies her bravery from the backyard of her voice and uses it to scream her story and watch a choir of other women chime in to sing Me Too, they know that when a woman tries on the size of her voice, time is up. They know that the most powerful and frightening thing a woman can do is realize how much power she is actually made of. I write poetry because I realized that the power of my words is the only country that a colonizer can't get his hands on. I speak because even as it shakes, my voice is the only nation that cannot be invaded. My ancestors did not survive, resist, and die at the hands of U.S. imperialism and militarization just so I could be nervous of how uncomfortable my truth makes people who are not used to seeing a queer, brown, Pacific Islander woman outside of a Disney movie or tourist attraction paradise. We women who unhinge our jaws and are done playing nice. We, history in the making, hell-bent on not repeating our past. Cycle breakers in the flesh. We who flood the streets today and bring the dreams of our mothers with us. We who ran for office in last year's midterm elections and did that shit. We, the queer, trans, disabled, undocumented, poor women who take up all the space we want. We, who may not always see eye to eye, but know that we cannot survive with even one of us left behind. We, who are so over asking for equality and ready to demand justice. A justice that is ready to be on the only side of history that will save us. A justice that is done accepting the lesser of two evils and desires the option of no evil at all. A justice that runs us our money for our years of unpaid emotional, physical, sexual, intellectual labor. I want a justice. I want a justice that can find the Pacific Islands on a map and say they know something about climate change that we don't. Follow the lead of those island nations so that we can save this planet. I want a justice that returns this land to the indigenous people. Sends a search party for all of our missing and murdered Native sisters. A justice that demands no body is illegal. A justice that stops. I want a justice that stops depending on black women to vote us out of our misery by continuously being the only group who votes in the best interest of all of us. Because they vote in the best interest of themselves. One where women betray the patriarchy that they think protects them. One where men betray the patriarchy that they know protects them. A justice. I want a justice where men don't wait to have daughters or have to recall the names of women in their lives just for them to value ours. I want a justice where we stop theorizing the meaning of allyship over Twitter and start going home for the holidays be one in front of our families. I want a justice that sees women of color going in one direction and dares the rest of the world to do the unthinkable and follow our lead. Remind ourselves how history has proven time and time and time again that when women of color fight for justice, like we have done our entire lives, we fight for justice for all of us. We women don't only have the capacity for hope, sisters. We are the hope. Women, look not only at the problem, but at the horizon. We see justice rooted in the new soil of a heaving world, anxiously waiting for us, whispering in our ears to bring all of us there, ourselves. Thank you.